On this again, I would advise not to look at the political side, because many pageants are actually sponsored by political figures. So you may give an opinion which definitely. Hey guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie Poli and welcome to the family. So today we're going to do a requested video on a certain video I did, I think like 3 years ago, on questions judges ask models during pageants. So yeah, stick with me till the very end. So the first question that judges will ask is, who is your role model? I will start by what you shouldn't do before we go to what you should, because it messed me up big time. Please don't say Rihanna, don't say Beyonce. Of course, we love their fashion, we love them, we love their style, but when it comes to pageants, they are so irrelevant. Also, don't mention political figures. Politicians are so controversial. If you can avoid them, please. I don't care how good they are. No one even cares.
Hear me out. We don't care.
And it will be worse if the judge supports the other political side. Also, it's actually advised you mention well-known figures. For instance, you can mention Wangari Maathai, especially if it's an environmental pageant. And the reason is because people can relate easily with the well-known figures. But also you can mention your parents, like your mom, but then you need to justify yourself. Like, give us a more detailed yet clear and concise answer on that. Yes, we want to know. We don't know your mother. Please give us more details. Tell us about her. And also, this is not a wrong answer, because it depends entirely on how you explain it. So the second question is, tell us about yourself. I know this sounds like the simplest question until a judge asks you and you're standing there like, who the hell am I? What the judge wants to know is more like your personality. So you just start by telling us your name, which is not important, but it's just more like a formal introduction, and whatever answer you present, the judge wants to know your personality, your eloquence, your public speaking abilities. So before the pageant, make sure you do a lot of practice. When you're presenting your answer, try to link it with the pageant theme. Okay, if it's about climate, you can try and say you love tree planting and all. If it's about cultural diversity, you can try and say like you love traveling, interacting with people from different cultures. You're a writer, you love writing about cultures, so something of the sort. You're telling us about yourself, so try to be moderate. Don't underestimate yourself, and yet don't overestimate yourself in a way that it brings that air of arrogance. Okay, sometimes when you're asked this question, your mind goes blank. So you can try buying time by telling us your name, giving us a short description of your educational background, like, my name is so-and-so, I am a graduate, a fourth year student at whatever. And now try bringing your hobbies, your interests, your ambitions. Like, you just try to put them there while you're trying to link it with the theme. As I said before, make it simple and clear. So the next question is, who do you think should win if not you? Who do you think should win if not you? Yeah, it's a complicated question, but please don't mention anyone's name. Actually, don't mention a fellow contestant name. By mentioning a fellow contestant name, you're trying to tell the judges that you may lose to them, and you're acting as a spokesperson, as a public relations officer to your fellow contestants. You should try to include everyone while not excluding yourself. Like, you're the main person here. As much as you are asked about who may win, it's about you. You're selling yourself. During the boot camp, you've interacted with different characters with great ambitions and strong women as much as winning this pageant will make my dream come true and be a chance for me to make a difference in the environment, in my culture, in whatever the theme is, if anyone wins, which is not me, let it be a person with greater ambitions and someone who deserves it more than I do. You've already answered the question. The question says, who do you think should win if not you? You've already said someone with bigger ambitions, someone who deserves it more. You've already mentioned someone without mentioning a fellow contestant's name. And again, you've tried to put yourself like, what would you do yourself? And then you've said that everyone, okay, you've just given may the best win kind of message, and you've sold yourself in the process. So the fourth question is, what do you think is the biggest problem that ails our country? So before competing in whatever pageant, please make sure you do other research, be well informed, and keep up with the current trends, So on this again, I would advise not to look at the political side, because many pageants are actually sponsored by political figures. So you may give an opinion which definitely the judges will respect, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they will agree with it. And also you may end up giving an opinion that's kind of, I don't know, with the political person who has sponsored the event. You can just, there's so many problems. Like, if you can try and relate everything generally with the theme. If it's a cultural diversity kind of theme, try and put something with tribalism and how you would love to, connect different cultures as the winner during your reign and all. If it's an environmental kind of pageant, try talking about environment crisis, climate action, drought, but nevertheless, youth unemployment is another problem that is always an issue. It's always a problem globally. So you can talk about youth unemployment and how you can be able to mentor them, maybe to focus on the skills, to focus on their talents, and yeah. The last two questions, I will read the answers from the previous Miss, because it's two questions that were asked previously. So the first one it's from Miss Universe 1994, and it was, what is the essence of being a woman? And the answer was, just being a woman is God's gift. The origin of a child is a mother, a woman. She shows a man what caring, sharing, and loving is all about. That is the essence of a woman. That was a short and precise answer. And number 6, if ignorance is bliss, then why do you seek knowledge? This question was asked twice, during Miss World and during Miss Universe, and it was asked to Priyanka Chopra. I know you all know that. You know who she is. And the answer was, if ignorance is bliss, knowledge is what makes us realize what ignorance is, but is the knowledge that let us see and seek our potential and view the world in a wider perspective. Knowledge to me is bliss. Yeah. So again, this comes from a quote comes from a quoted phrase that has been used by several people, well-known figures, politicians, and it's also from a certain poem. I don't know what is the origin, must be the poem. It says, if ignorance is bliss, it's fully to be wise. So it says, if you don't know about something you don't need to worry about it. It's saying it's better to remain unaware of things, because in that way you're not stressed about them. Okay, yeah. So if ignorance is bliss, it's fully to be wise. So that is where the equation came. If ignorance is bliss, then why do you seek knowledge? But I think when answering this kind of question, you can go the Priyanka Chopra way, like don't try to justify this phrase like ignorance is bliss. No, try to say like knowledge is important, the essence of knowledge and all. I think we've come to the end of the video, so I'll be doing more. If you want more videos concerning this, because I have a lot of questions to just ask, please let me know in the comment section. And also, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because more is coming. So without much ado, bye bye.
Do I liar?